like if you're spending a little time each day, and how much time are you thinking to really reflect?
I don't know, good. I think I reflect, like I'm constantly thinking about things, but if I were to just sit and write it down, make notes, mental notes, 10 minutes or so, something as small as that would be a start, I guess.
So 10 minutes at the end of the day of what went well, kind of acknowledging yourself for, or key learning, is that you said kind of what you would do differently?
Yeah.
So what went well, what you would do differently in 10 minutes.
Yep.
When might you find 10 minutes in your day?
I could find 10 minutes, believe it or not. I think we could probably do it maybe when I get home, class, or even during, I have a prep hour, 6 hour, but before my 7-hour class, so I could do it then. Or even after school, I've been staying after, when I'm full-time, so tutor a little bit.
Okay.
Usually kids don't show up on test days. So
that's your after school anyway,
right?
Okay.
Right.
So that might be a good time to do it after school.
Right, yeah.
So you're willing to do that on the days that you teach, to spend 10 minutes just kind of reflecting and thinking about acknowledgement of what went well, and maybe some key learnings of what you could change or what you would do differently next time.
Yeah.
And that would create that peace that you want, a little less stress.
I think so. I think part of the problem is I've got so many things going on and I don't stop to write them down and reflect. And so then it's just, I have a bunch of things when I lay down at night in my head, I'm just like, oh my God, I have all these things. So I think if I put it down on paper, maybe I could even look at them, even the next day as well, the things I wrote down the previous day, just continue the process of that might help.
So kind of a process of learning and growing as what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so when would you like to start that? Today's Monday.
Yeah. Might as well just start it today, right?
You're the expert on Nick. But I'm hearing you really want him.
Yeah. Some days I don't sleep much. Sunday nights, I don't know if anyone else has that going on. I'm like 5 hours right now. But I think I could probably sleep a little easier knowing that I'm at least beginning this process. Stressing myself out a little less. So yeah, I can start tonight.
Okay, so tonight you take 10 minutes to really, and who can hold you accountable? Who's on your team? Who's on Team Nick? There's a lot about you that want to see you less stressed and kinder to yourself and reflecting more, growing more.
Well, my mom loves me quite a bit. So I can talk to her about it. But since Panda's here, so she can text me.
You'd be willing to have a conversation?
Yeah.
Panda?
Yeah, I call her Panda.
Okay. Okay, that doesn't always happen that Panda's sitting next to you.
Right.
So, okay, got it. So how committed are you to this scale of 1 to 10? 1 out of 10, I really want to create more peace. I want to be less critical, kinder to myself. I want to grow as a teacher.
10,
reflect.
for sure.
Okay, 10.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, thank you. Anything else?
I think that's a good start for now.
Good start. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Give me a hand. How was that for you, Nick?
It was good. It was, I don't know, talking yourself through those things makes you feel weird, just through the process makes you feel a lot less stressed, So that was actually really helpful, more helpful than I even thought it might be. Doesn't change the amount of things I have to do, but at least I have, some sort of